down. What's up? You know what time it is. It's time for the best 120 minutes of your day. The Chop Shop, the nation's #1 urban sports talk show, and also your midday sports happy hour. Yours truly, Robert Hatter, alongside Jim Hicks and sometimes Chris Walker, coming to you live from Houston, Texas, where we're broadcasting all over the world via Facebook Live and YouTube Live. Especially YouTube. Thank you, YouTube, for yesterday. Because Facebook, y'all, let me tell you something. All you Facebookers, just only want to do Facebook. I only do Facebook because of some of y'all. But when they do us like, I think I played the golf. When I played the golf information yesterday, that's when they flagged us on the golf. It didn't flag us on the other situations. Flagged us on the golf when I played the golf, trying to get them some pub. But guess what? I ain't playing no more damn golf highlights on the show unless they my own golf highlights. So that's why we got flagged yesterday. But YouTube, y'all Facebook, y'all still welcome to come. But we're gonna broadcast on both of them. But when stuff like that happen, just come over to YouTube, okay, and finish the day. They can't stop. They can't stop. What else I got? It's just it's Tuesday, right? Am I right? Tuesday. Great conversation. And you know what? I didn't know the conversation that I had yesterday was going to be so profound. I got a lot of phone calls about the conversations that I had about, summer basketball, the young kids in this community. When somebody try to down one of our young kids in this community, I'm going to be there to lift them up, and I'm going to continue. I've always been there. No matter how the mamas and daddies might get mad and mad at you, because sometimes I'll be true, but I'm always going to be fair. And you got to understand, I had a son in this community, and so I understand when your son can play back. And I'm not sure, I think Robert Miller got extended an invite to the top of NBA PA top 100 camp. John Lucas, I remember he over the weekend he was going to the young man's game, the Robert Miller game, because he told me, man, I got to go put my eyes on John Miller, because John Lucas going to have to say so. For him, John is an integral part. Jim Hicks is an integral part of that, but John Lucas is the man. And of course, I think I saw it was posted that he got into the camp, and so proud of him. And so all you people, see, I told you, when you say something about our kids, I'm going to shout them out to the rooftop. But all that old negative stuff, like I said, I'm going to repeat again. I don't care what he can't do. I know what he can do. Y'all dwell on what he can't do. I wonder if you know what, all of you critics, I wonder if we go find out what your ass can't do. What if we go around talking about what you can't do? You can't coach. You can't do this. You can't do this. You can't train. You can't do this. We've been and ran you out of business. But I don't allow people to come on this show and talk about people. You follow me? I don't play that. I don't play that game. But let me shout out to my. And the reason I talked about this first, because it's more important than Denver, Mindy. Our young kids here in Houston is way more important than what happened to Denver last night. So it ain't that I'm glossing over Denver. It's that I value these kids here in this community. I don't know nobody on Denver team. I don't mess with nobody on Denver team. They got theirs. We got to make sure our guys get theirs. And nothing against you. I'm glad you brought it up. Believe you me, I'm going to talk about Denver. But right now, our young kids in this community, and I don't mind you being critical of them. Let me make sure. Let me give him my starting five, and I'm gonna get back to that. I'm starting five today. Facebook, we got Thaddeus Moody. Who else we got? That Thaddeus Moody. We got Mate Cora, Daryl Anderson, Terrence Foley, Dale Griggs, and on YouTube we got Mindy Collins, Simeon Sims, Jeremy Davis, D. Holcomb, the Panther Network, but I'm going to throw somebody else, Abbott Petty Jr. in there. But back to what I'm saying. Yeah, I don't mind you being critical. Just don't Come on, man. Come on. Don't mention. Don't mention. I don't want to hear nobody talking about Robert Miller no more. Well, Robert Hatter gonna talk about Robert Miller. You shouldn't have feel me. I'm probably gonna talk about Robert Miller every day this week, just cause what y'all said. And look, he got invited to the NBA PA 100 camp with all of that stuff y'all talking about he can't do. Somebody was smart enough to say, but this is what he can do. Boy, I just love it. Boy, that's what I love about. That's what I love about this thing. I love about this thing. Love about this thing. I just love it. Let me see. Eric Boone, Terrence Foley. I see Angie Holcomb. Hey, y'all. Hey, don't nobody mess with Angie Holcomb. Whatever she say on this feed, it goes for this week. Who else we got? I got you, Mindy. Hey, Belinda. Let me talk to people. Mindy talking about. Hey, Tanya. But yeah, ladies and gentlemen, yeah, Denver. Let me say, Denver won last night. Wow. Can I talk about that a little bit? I'm trying to see. They're champions, absolutely, in Denver. They did it in 5 games. I'm gonna go there, Mindy. Thank you, Mindy. It was a little messy at times, Mindy, a little sloppy at times. That's why I didn't want to lead with it, Mindy, because that game was kind of sloppy to be a finals game and a closeout game. But both teams sloppy. But Michael Malone, Nikola Jokic, Jamal Murray, and the rest of the group, they are champions. They were the most dominant teams in the playoff this year. And they finished the playoffs winning 10 of their last 11 games. Only lost once at home. Mindy's so messy, man. Hey, let me put that up there so Angie can see it. See, Mindy is just messy, man. I can't even say that. Hey, Sonya, I was trying to get on through my little soliloquy, and Mindy got to put something on there. See how she do me? Y'all see how she do me? They lost once at home. Y'all got to give Miami a little credit, though. They took a lead in the fourth quarter. But some tough plays down the stretch. With some tough plays down the stretch, Miami. The Jimmy Butler had a really good moment in the fourth quarter, and when he started knocking down the threes, when he got that phantom call, but he had a huge turnover, y'all. That pass to KCP stole and he got fouled and made the free throws. That was terrible, Jimmy. But what a season by the Denver Nuggets. It's always cool when somebody different wins. Always cool when somebody different wins with me. It felt that way in Golden State, y'all, when they won about 8 years ago, because I hadn't won in a long time. Felt that way when Golden State won. It felt that way when Cleveland won. It got the never winning a championship. It felt that way when Toronto won to me. It felt that way when Milwaukee won. It felt that way, and now we get the Denver Nuggets. Different teams winning. It's pretty cool for me. It's pretty cool for me. Post-game celebration was boring as hell. I think that Denver's a boring ass team. They don't even have a pulse. I mean, it was boring. I mean, I turned it off. It was so damn boring. Even the Nike video, y'all got to go that they released for Joker after the game. It's freaking terrible. I mean, Nike, you didn't just do it then. You just went. I don't know what the hell you did. You didn't just do it. Somebody go back and look at it. I don't even play it because I don't want nobody messing with my show today and turn it in Facebook. But y'all go to the boring ass commercial that Nike. You know, Nike used to do a great commercial for the guys after they win. And it was terrible. But Joker is boring. But he didn't even want to go to the parade. He wants to go home to Serbia and ride his horses. He talking about, when's the parade? Okay, because I got a horse race on Sunday. He trying to get to Serbia and ride his horses. He didn't know how to even shake a champagne bottle. Y'all see, he ain't never shook one before. I mean, did you see him? Y'all go back and look at it. By the way, 10 people were injured in a mass shooting in Denver following the Nuggets game last night. The shooting took place a mile away from Ball Arena. There was uh, uh, there's always some. I wanted to share that with y'all. There's always someone who gets a ring for the first time on night like these, and that's all of the Nuggets beside KCP. It's the only one got a ring, of course, but especially happy for Ish Smith. And I talked about him just yesterday. 13 years, 13 teams. Angie, he's been in the league 13 years on 13 teams. He was on a different team every year. Most team anybody in NBA history, and his first NBA title. Congratulations to one of the league's best guys. Great, great guy. One of the biggest. But one of my biggest takeaways from last night. I want to share y'all some. Yes, I know Calvin Booth. I'm gonna talk about Calvin Booth in a minute, but the uh, the last three champions. Let me go here. Let me go here before I go there. Jeff Green as well. Yeah. Uh, but Jamal Murray, after the game last night, he was asked a question about when he had the ACL injury and how he and Mike Malone had a come to Jesus meeting, right? And when he was afraid he was going to get traded, and Mike Malone stuck with him and said, "No, dude, I ain't gonna trade you." And then I think about that, and I think about the last three champions of the NBA. They had homegrown talent on their team. Okay, last three champions, homegrown talent on their team. Giannis, homegrown. Um, Stephen Curry, Klay Thompson, homegrown. Denver, homegrown talent. Yeah, they brought in some other guys, but homegrown talent. The stars that were drafted by their franchises, they showed patience, waiting through the injuries and everything. Giannis coming in at this skinny kid from Greece. They showed patience waiting through the injuries and everything. Giannis coming, Steph winning it last year, right? Now I remember though, he was overlooked and they built the franchise around him. I remember Monte Ellis talking about, why you draft this dude? He played like, he'll guard like me. Why you drafting him? And he got his, and they run him clean up out of there. I was thinking about that and got this, you know, and they got this to pan out with Joker, stayed with Joker. And Joker was a second round draft pick. A lot of people don't know that. And Jamal Murray, and then they added pieces around him. They homegrown. And I was thinking about this. Stan Crockett, did y'all see him? He done won championships. The Avalanche, the Denver Avalanche, he owned that. This damn Walmart family done bought everything. Stan Crockett, they owned the Denver Avalanche. They won. He owned L.A. Rams. They won. And now, but he still don't know how to do a damn interview. Did y'all see him? Holland and Lisa Salters here, and all he had to do is talking to the mic, and she can hear him, and he just didn't understand. He didn't understand. Yeah, I saw it. I saw it, Angie. Yeah, and what's up, Paul? And I was just thinking about this stuff. I'm thinking about Calvin Booth, his first year as a GM. Brother wasn't, and I didn't have a great NBA career, but he was a journeyman, and now he's got his first championship as a GM. Bruce Brown, y'all know Bruce Brown is from Dorchester, Boston. Dorchester ain't too many. Dorchester ain't no black part of what you call a part of Boston, and he like country music. Okay. But think about this. I was thinking about Bruce Brown. He go back to Dorchester. He go back to Boston. He's a Brown, like Jaylen Brown. I shouldn't do this, but he was a Brown that brought a championship back to Boston. You follow me? And it's unique. Michael Malone, I like him. He's cocky. Y'all think about this. Yeah, they went 16-4, right? He set Michael Porter Jr. at key times and then let him come in back in the game. And then he got what he could after him. Michael Porter Jr. had 13 rebounds last night. Boring game. Sir, terrible game now. He didn't make what about the coaching coach? Y'all gotta understand. I'm talking about the coaches because I'm gonna show y'all how people should talk about coaches. And I just watched Michael Malone. He didn't make any drastic changes to his lineup. He didn't overreact to anything. He when I think about Michael Malone from a coaching style, he looks a lot to me like Greg Popovich. That's who he act like to me. He is holding his top players accountable all the time. Okay, you can see him yelling at Joker. He yelled at everybody. He called his team out after game two. You remember I played it on here for lack of discipline. He said he was disappointed in him. He identified that his team lacked and he called them out. Y'all, let me explain something. I know you summer coaches. We're getting ready to go into the Peach Jam, and the high school coaches gonna be back in the coaches. All you coaches on here, I don't think the media knows how to write that story. Okay, okay, that's coaching. When you call out your team in game two, what you did, you identified what the team lacked and called them out on it. Right? That's coaching. That's coaching. That's part of coaching. Coaches ain't always telling me, you go here, yo. No. Especially at this level, you got to manage egos. He said, I don't think the media know how to write about this story. So media, I'm helping you. Even though that's an important part of being a coach, though, identifying what you need and to do and to make sure they execute it. See, you could tell an NBA player or NBA team whatever you want to. You can tell them whatever you tell them. You can tell them it's about taking away threes. Coaches, y'all can use it. Yeah, you can do this. And if you want to emphasize rebounding, you can do that. But everything that you try to take away from somebody else, coaches, you give up. If you take away something, you got to give up something. Hope you heard that, coaches. Mike Malone, throughout the playoffs, he pushed all the right buttons. I got to give him, I was watching him, and he drove home, coaches, the point that he needed to drive home. You don't have to do all that old crazy stuff, just drive home the point. And yet, I don't know if this is an easy story to write, because they ain't gonna write about this story. But I'm all you got to do is watch this show. Hey, media people, this is a story you can write. Think about it now. This I mean, it's just unbelievable. Shout out to them. I What else I had from you? Thinking about Jimmy, Jimmy. What's his name? Jimmy. What's Jimmy? Sad to forget. They call him Jimmy Buckets. Guess what? He trademarked Jimmy Buckets. He trademarked. And if the Nuggets had lost this game last night, y'all watch this. It was going to be because of their free throw shooting. How a team, Jimmy Butler, how a team at this level, an NBA champion, last night, Mendy Collins, from the free throw line. Denver was 13 of 23 in a closeout game. In the biggest game in the lives of all the players. They missed 10 of 23 free throws. Miami, Eric Spoelstra, why aren't we playing the foul game with them? They missing free throws. They have proven they can't make them. I don't know. I just don't know. What else I have for y'all? I think I had something else. But I want to talk a little bit more about Mike Malone. Mike Malone talked about the slow build they had with this program and this team. I think this. I hope some of our coaches understand this. a smart bill, he called it, the loyalty by Denver. He said that Pat Riley shared this years ago. Check this out, y'all. He talked about the evolution in this game and how you go from a nobody to all my unranked players out here, to all my players who say y'all been overlooked, to all my players say they sleeping on y'all. This is the evolution of the game. Pat Riley said, how you go from a nobody to an upstart, from an upstart to a winner, from a winner to a contender, and a contender to a champion. And the last step after champion is to be a dynasty. That's Pat Riley. He said he wrote it on his board, Mike Malone. He always think about that when he think about every time he think about what Pat Riley told him. And I got a question for y'all. Yoka, big, all these big old guys. Is small ball dead? Coaches, people, the small ball. Not having a big guy in the middle and not having a big guy can do this, is small ball dead. I think Denver had them big guys, but Denver was so big they beat LA, who is big, and swept them. It's small. I don't think it is. I'm glad you said, yeah. I don't think small ball is dead. I just don't. I don't know if tell me what you mean. He acts like his dad. That is me. What you mean? Act like his dad? Because I didn't never hear. Brendan Malone didn't never say much to me. I don't remember him being a personality like this. So I want to know what you mean by that. Denver replicated the Warriors' way to the championship drafting. Okay, I got you, Jam. But it's small ball dead. Sterling Creeks is small ball. Angie Holcomb is small ball dead. Paul Miranda. If you don't know what small ball, say, well, Robert, what is small ball? Having like a Draymond Green as your center. Looney as your center, and Draymond Green as your power forward, who won 4 of the last 8 championships. It's small ball dead. I'm just asking. I'm asking for a friend. It's small ball dead. Let's see what else. Is it dead? Small ball. I don't know if it's dead. I don't know. I don't know. But shout out to, I don't know, because I've been having conflicting reports, but I won't, because this is, y'all got to understand, I do a lot of stuff in entertainment, and I love this kind of stuff. I got a report. People have reported it, but I haven't substantiated with people that I know in the industry yet. But I saw this that for the first time in 21 years, BET is black owned again. And for the first time ever, VH1 is now black owned. And Tyler Perry just made history as the first African American to buy 2 major TV networks. Tyler Perry has apparently in the works of making this happen. And shout out to him. You know, all you people who don't like it. He put on dresses. It's not so bad. That's so bad. Yeah, he put on dresses and bought. He put on dresses. Okay, you need to put your dress on then every now and then, because all he did is built that into an empire. Shout out to him. I'm shouting out to everybody. Let me get all my shout outs out of here. Sterling Creek said, you don't think so? Small ball not dead. No, it's not dead. Tina said, but they're going to have an answer for these big men because they ain't going no way, huh? But ain't whoa. Tina, I'm gonna put it on the screen for you. Tina, ain't nowhere another joker at. I ain't seen no more jokers out there. Tina, ain't no lot of jokers out there. Ain't but one joker. Chuck McGowan. Ain't but one joker. They talking about small ball is dead. Small ball is not dead, but easy baskets are premium. Well, Jimmy never had easy baskets. Hey, man, Max Strus can't miss that shot in the corner, man. In the pros, that's an easy basket. The corner shot in the pros is the easiest basket in the world. Max Strus wide open, can't miss that shot. Small ball is alive and running. Joker is special. Thank you. That's what I'm saying. Whoa, Tina. Tina talking about the big men. Tina ain't nobody like Joker. I tried to tell y'all about old Joker. I tried to tell y'all about old Joker. Y'all didn't believe me. Eastern Europe is creating Jokers. No, they're not. Angie, show me a Joker. Show me one. I done looked at the whole draft. I done looked at everybody in the next 2 drafts. Ain't no Jokers. No. You might be having some other kind of guys, but ain't no Jokers. Small ball is not dead, but it's easy. I like that small ball. Yeah. I like that though, Angie. You talk, they not creating no more Jokers, but think about it. Angie, they didn't know they had a Joker when they was creating him. Angie, he was a 2nd round pick, Angie. He was a 2nd round pick. We didn't even value him over here. And it took him a little while to crank up. But once he cranked up, ain't no more Jokers over there though. I've been looking at him. Hey, Wembanyama got a little brother, boy. Y'all better watch out for. Oh my goodness. Y'all always know the 2nd brother always be better. I know, but Joker is more than a dude that can shoot. We got some Eastern. What's these Valanciunas and Bogdanovic? All of them can shoot, but they ain't no Jokers. It's about more than shooting. Joker. Think about this, Angie. Joker led the playoffs in scoring, assists, and rebounds. They ain't making them in Eastern Europe. That's something inside of you. You're not going to make those in East. But I mean, a great analogy, but you just can't make no Joker. That man had to come touch down and touch. Joker, listen. Joker ain't thinking about basketball, y'all. Joker trying to get home to them horses, y'all. Angie, Joker be FaceTiming the horses every day. He ain't in the gym. Y'all talking about he in the gym. We in the gym working. Look, Joker trying to get to a horse race on Sunday. It's unbelievable, man. Joker Joker is different. They ain't born. It ain't no Jokers. Angie, I wish it could. Angie, Eastern Europe didn't develop Joker. If that's the case, we'll have a whole lot of them. That's why we have one Michael Jordan. We have one LeBron. That's all one Kobe. You don't give a one of them. But that man said, man, I want to go. He unique, man. But y'all, hold up. Got something else for you. Y'all, I want y'all, I need y'all help. I was driving. I had a meeting yesterday. And it troubled me. And I got to share it with y'all because I prayed. I stopped my car, pulled over, and started praying. Serious. It's happened to me yesterday. I'm going to a busy intersection that you can go to, you're getting on it's a feeder. You're getting on the freeway going this way. I'm going up under the freeway. So in the car next to me, a young lady got out the car. I'm always looking. I'm always making sure my door's locked. I'm going next to me and just get out the car right there next to me in traffic. We're going to get back to all of this in a minute, but I got to stop right here because I want to talk about this. Young lady get out the car and proceeded into the intersection. Cars are coming by and they just dodging her. I look over at the dude that's in the car and I looked at him like, Negro, what did you do? What did you do to this one? Listen, something mentally had some imbalance. She was just walking out, y'all, cars coming by. Thank God, everyone, I'm telling you, I'm sitting at the light praying for this woman. Cars coming by and just going around her. And she just kept walking up to feed her. And finally, I looked at the dude crazy enough. The dude pulled, I let him pull in front of me. Man, go get this girl. So the light was green, so I had to go through the light, so I didn't see what happened. But what kind of drug, what kind of imbalance? My doctors, my psychologists out there, my psychiatrists out there, what make people do that? Share the show. What make people do this? It's an afternoon. This is 5-something, 5:13. Cause I'm getting 5:17 in the evening. Cause I'm headed to a meeting to be there at before 5:30. Y'all, I've been thinking about this lady all single day. I wish I had a U-turn and came back. I just want, man, that's the scariest moment. And I just had to share that with and get it off me, get it off my chest right now. And I guess I'm good. Let me say you some wine right quick. Get you some of this wine and we come back. I got something else for you. But y'all got to help me. What makes a person? What make a person do that? I'm serious, y'all. Scared the living daylights out of Robert Hatter. But here we go. I was trying to find the other one, but I'm gonna play this. I got to get my glass. Oh, there it is. I got it. Welcome back to the best 120 minutes of your day. Hey, y'all, let me tell y'all something. I saw what Jerry West, I got two things and I need your help. One of my young fellas, Gary, I need my young people. Well, I mean, old people or whoever. I saw Jerry West was trending today. Jerry West, the logo, the guy you see on the NBA logo. He said that Kobe Bryant said he wanted to go to Memphis. Jerry West, he was cool with Kobe. He said he wanted to go to Memphis as a free agent. And Jerry West at that time was a GM at Memphis. And he told Kobe, no, don't come to Memphis. You stay out here. What y'all think about that? And Jerry West, this came out of Jerry West's mouth. This wasn't nobody's quoting. I didn't want to play it because I don't want nobody shutting us off today. Because I'm leery about playing it. But Reginald Simpson, what do you think about that? Jerry West, you're the GM. Okay. Let's say Robert Hatter is the GM of the Rockets. And I got one of the top players in the world want to come play for me because they like me, want to come to me. No, you don't want to come here. You go stay out there. You stay out there with the Lakers. You know what I'm saying? That was just weird. This is weird. Got another one for you. Please explain to me because I don't understand it. Why is Jay-Z trending? What's going on with Jay-Z? Y'all help me because I like Jay-Z. That's my favorite rapper. Him and Young Jeezy. And Yo Gotti. He knew that Kobe Bryant needed to flourish. Yeah. No. There wasn't no bad culture in Memphis. Memphis had it wasn't a bad culture in Memphis. No, it was not. It was not. It was not a bad culture in Memphis at all. He was the damn GM there. So if it was a bad culture, then he is. Oh, Jerry West was the GM. So it was a bad culture. It was on him. Was it a bad culture when he went? They won. They had the grindhouse. They won. Wasn't a bad culture. No, Memphis was not. What you mean? They wasn't great, but hey, he was a GM. What why is Jay-Z trending? Why you call him low-key dirty? Tell me what you mean by low-key dirty. I say trending. I didn't say he's low-key Malcolm. Malcolm, why you always quick to talk, say somebody ain't no good, Malcolm, do you watch yourself every time? Why people got to be dirty? Oh my God, Malcolm, come on. Jay-Z has a history with underage females back in the day. That's why he's trending right now. That's why he's trending right now. That's why he trending. The logo respected the Dr. Bus and the Lakers organization despite Genie and Phil. Hold up. I know you got your. Were you in the room when he gave the girl the pill? See, you can have all the sources you want to, but if you weren't in the room, Malcolm, you wasn't in the room. Jay-Z, because they asking, would you rather have dinner with Jay-Z for a week? Who in the hell is Ruby Rose? Thank you. Thank you, Eric. I mean, not Eric. Extra Eyes Media. Thank you, man. Where these dudes come from? Where y'all come from? Well, he was got a history of messing with. I'm talking about why he trending today. Who in the hell is Ruby Rose? Somebody, Gary just sent it to me. Let me see who Ruby Rose is. I want to see who in the hell. Damn. Who in the hell is Ruby Rose? Oh my goodness. Oh, who is Ruby Rose? Hey, I'm gonna stay off this. I'm gonna leave this one alone. Hey, Gary. So he trending because people were asking, would you rather have dinner with Jay-Z or Ruby Rose? Wow, I'm going to just stay out of that one right now. All you married guys, y'all stay out of that one. But I ain't never heard of Ruby Rose to the day. Thank you. Thank you, Kel. She's good on the eyes of how to. You ain't got to tell me. Ruby Rose is all right with me. How old is Ruby Rose? Is she of age? Because you got guys talking about Jay-Z been him and underage women. This ain't got. That's why he trending today. Oh, Ruby Rose is a rapper? Wow. See, I learned from y'all. Thank y'all so much. I respect when y'all tell me something, but don't be telling me you got no sources talking about Jay-Z and gave some girl. Did you talk to the girl who ate the pill? Malcolm. Okay, let's see. Possibly since I followed R. Kelly, he's been trending on. Okay, I got you. Mr. Hatter, do your research. Do my research. Why am I research Jay-Z? Why would I research Jay-Z? Why? Why? I was not there. If I ask Jay-Z, Jay-Z gonna say, Rob, they lying. If I ask Beyonce, she's gonna say, Rob, they lying. If I ask Miss Tina or Miss Tina's friends that live here, they gonna say she lying. If I ask Matthew, they gonna probably say she lying. If I ask some of the people who work around him, they gonna. So who I supposed to believe? I don't know you, Malcolm. I know them. So I suppose to believe you and what you put up here are those people who are around them people all the time. That ain't my business to ask Mama do some research on Jay-Z. He gonna get some pills. That's a good one. That's a good one. I'm gonna leave that one alone. But on a great note, I'm gonna leave it. Malcolm, I'm gonna let you fall off in that cubby hole there. That's a little weird to me. I got something else for y'all. Hold on. Wait. Let me check y'all. Let me got something else for y'all. It's happening in the city. This for the city. Kelvin Sampson is one of the highest paid coaches in college basketball. College basketball source said Kelvin and Kellen Sampson have signed their contract upgrades yesterday. I see they seem to be glistening when I saw them on Saturday. They must have knew this. Hold up. I got a newfound respect for the Sampson family. Y'all watch this. Kelvin, the dad, new contract at Houston is worth $4.7 million annually. A source say putting him up there in the top 8 coaches nationally based on last year's contract numbers. Okay. But another interesting nugget in the contract, at the discretion of the athletic director, Kellen, the son, once named Houston's head coach, can hire his dad, Kelvin Sampson, as a full-time advisor for up to 5 years at $300,000 annually. I like these Sampsons. They've been messing around with negotiators like me. Hey, y'all know he went interview for Milwaukee Bucks job. And after he went and did that, look what happened. Check this out. So Kevin Sampson, say they upgraded Quantas White to associate head coach. So I think, y'all correct me if I'm wrong, Kellen Sampson, the son, title is head coach in waiting. When my daddy leave, I'm there. That's why they put this in the contract. Watch this. Houston and Gonzaga are the only 2 programs in college basketball to reach the Sweet 16 in each of the last 4 NCAA tournaments. This will get you a raise. What's up there, Garrett? Hold on. I'm talking about them Sampsons. Where you was this weekend? Under Sampson contract, the Cougars are a combined 149-26 over the past 5 seasons. See, y'all, what happened when you win? The contract details. I hate to talk about this. The contract detail, but they published it. Because it's open records requested. Not including all the incentives. First year, 4.6. Second year, 4.6. The third year, 4.8. And the last year is $5 million. Hold up, y'all. Hold up. Have I did this yet? And then the head coach in waiting, Kellen Sampson, he had to do his deal too. So y'all got to understand, when all these coaches get a raise, they get another coach. So that means Hollis Price about to get a raise. Aquinas got a raise. Anthony Goldwire get a raise. All the coaches get a raise. Bilal Batley should get a raise. Kellen Sampson remains on Houston staff. Listen, if Kellen, the son, remains on Houston staff through June the 1st, 2005, and for any reason is not the head coach of the team, within 14 days after Kevin Sampson ceases to be the head coach, the university will pay $2 million according to the deal. So mess around and don't let me be the coach. And my dad ain't the coach. You owe me $2 million. Mess around. Oh my! I love this. It's masterful. Hold up. Kellen's contract as assistant coach include, without incentives, he get $550 this coming year, $600 the next, and $650 after that. We work the deals, man. It's man, I applaud U of H because I was there when wasn't nobody in the stands. I know all of y'all in the stands now, but I remember when he had his bullhorn and was walking around the stadium, or walking around the campus trying to get people to come, and now he built it. Uh, man, proud to be over there this weekend. Got a chance to see a lot of basketball. Saw David Garrett. First time I ever met Mr. Garrett. Great meeting you, sir. Uh, it's man, just a good time. Just a good time. See, it's all right to be happy for other people. Y'all, it's so therapeutic. So therapeutic. It's all right to be happy for other people. I'm happy for somebody else. Some people, man, no, I'm happy for them folks. But I got to tell y'all what happened at the program the other night. Hold on, let me shout out to them guys. Let me make sure I got to blow it up, y'all. I gotta get my glasses on. Look at that. Where my glasses at, man? What y'all do with my glasses? I must have took them somewhere. God, dog it. I must have been reading somewhere. It usually be right here. All right, let me blow it up. Tuition is increasing. All right, the Sunday's results from the Houston Pro-Am. Great job by Casey Williams, his wife Jillian. The Ambassadors 36, the Celtics 58. Ambassadors, you got your head toe in. I don't know who on your team, but you got your head toe in that day. The next game after that, the Houston Legends had 62, and the East Side Bird Crew had 65. That was a good game, 2-point game. Then the next game was CCI. They had 42, and Frosttown beat them 42-61. Frosttown put a nice whooping on them too. Whew, boy, you guys getting these 20 pieces put on y'all. How the hell y'all in the pro-am? Y'all better get yourself together. Y'all remember now, Houston Flight beat Team Sims, but Jonathan Simmons didn't play, and somebody else didn't play too. 2 people didn't play. They beat the brakes off of them. 60. What's that? What's that? 72-59. Oh, that's Competitive Choice got their head tore off by Frosttown. Yeah, Competitive Choice. Hey, y'all, that's the commissioner's team. You can't beat up on the commissioner's team. Then the lady Competitive Choice went against the Lady Houston Flights. Lady Houston Flights put a whooping on them too. Boy, it was a bad day for the Competitive Choice. 54-34. So the Young, Y-U-N-G, the Young, whatever that means, 83, and the Mob Ties 68. Mob Ties got the head tore off. The Hoop Society, I like that name, beat the Unique All-Stars 48-38. And guess what? These last 2 teams at the night, I went by them, watched them a little bit. One team called Grind For Me had 54. The other team is Just Us. It is Just Us. They had 73. They put a whooping on them. The next games is on Thursday. This Thursday starting at 6 o'clock, and Friday same time. Y'all, it's the best atmosphere in town. It's free of charge when you go in there. It's complimentary. You ain't got to do nothing. You got to pay for your food. Now, if you want some food and some drink, you got to pay for that. But I saw the No Excuse Pro-Am dancers. I didn't get to see them perform. I saw them walking out. They were leaving because I came to the last game. But shout out to them. Shout out to Casey. Shout out to that crew over there. Got a great crew. Shout out to the support team. They was a he got a lot of people in there helping him put that thing on. Hey, let's go out and support him, y'all. Okay? All right, we good? All right. Mad Hatter, late to the show, but I'm here. I got you, Joe Lewis. I got something for you. I say something for you. The deal is close to what SMU gave Tim Jankovich. Okay. All the coaching. Okay. I don't know Tim Jankovich, so I don't know what he got going on over there. So I don't know. Let's see. Did I talk about? Yeah, I talked about Tyler Perry. It's a great deal, man. Great deal. But I wanted Chris to be here because I wanted to share something with y'all about NIL. And hey, I got a question. Uh, is Doug on here? Jeffrey Day. Are you familiar with Clear Springs? Anybody familiar with Clear Springs High School? I know who Jankovic is. I just not familiar with. I don't know. He's not news to me. This is news to me. I know these coaches over here. That's what I was talking about, Paul Miranda. I know who he is. He's just not news to me. I hope you got that. It might be news to y'all in Dallas. I don't know him. I never met him. Never met him. I met these guys. I was with these two guys here this weekend. Matter of fact, the whole coaching staff. But anybody familiar with Clear Springs? If somebody Clear Springs basketball, I need Jeffrey Day. Call Jeffrey Day. Is Gary Carter on the screen? Doug Jones there. I need this. I need. Let me know. Let me know. I got a question about Clear Springs. Where I want to go. Where I want to go. Where I want to go. There's a lot of stuff going on. Now, okay. This NIL, because I was mentioning it to Chris yesterday, and I just, he gonna come on late. I'm like, I ain't got time to be on here late today about that thing. I know who it did, y'all. That is Moody. That is Moody. That is Moody. I know who he is. I don't know him. I don't give a fat rat's ass what coaching tree he came up under. That is Moody. I just told you I just don't know him. I'm talking about Coach Sampson. Can y'all hear? I don't care. It's Coach Sampson's day. Y'all want to go, well, he's on the Coach Jacobs tree. Oh, y'all want to, he's SMU. I don't care about Tim. Tim, I'm sorry. I just don't care. You're not Kevin Sampson. I haven't been to your gym. You haven't showed me the hospitality. Y'all, I keep telling y'all I'm a relationship person. Eric, I ain't a groupie. I got to know you. I got to know you to shout out to you. I ain't finna. No, man. Hey, I guess because he's a college coach. If he ain't been on this show, hey, what input equal output? but I was thinking about the NIL and what's going on out here, y'all. And I want to let these parents, because people like Chris Walker, sometimes they just don't get it. I wish he was here. But NIL and collectives are different. Okay? Do everybody know that? Did I help somebody else today? NIL and collectives is two different things. Corey? Oh, I gotta eat this water. This water's so good. The reason I want to share with y'all about this. What kid out of high school is notable enough that a CEO of a major company is going to lay it all on the line for a kid nobody knows? It may be about 4 guys in college football that we have seen in a commercial, a national commercial. The University of Colorado happened to have 2 of them. Travis Hunter and Shador Sanders. That's NIL. Now, collective is different. You can be Tom, Dick, and Harry. And these people put a bag together, the boosters or whoever is doing this, and try to solicit the kids to come to that university. It's two different things. And I just want y'all to understand. NIL and collectives are two different things. Did everybody know that? If you're hearing that for the first time, let me know. Because if not, I can just stop and you don't want to talk about it. If y'all already know this, I can stop. Let me know. Let me fill my water. Fill my water container back up. Y'all talk to me. Let me know. Y'all already know it's okay. Y'all hear the game. Y'all hear the game. Talk to me. Okay, thank you, Eric. So I'll continue. That's all I need is one. You know how the pastor said, is there one? Two different things. And I know a lot of us didn't know. That's why I'm doing. I told y'all every day, Olga, I have this, I have a dilemma when I come on this show. I said, man, should I talk about what's relevant? What I talk about what's trending? I should have talked about what we need to know. And some people, I didn't know. Then some made me say, people might not know this stuff, man. The collective trying to solicit kids to go to the college. I'm asking you, who is it helping? I want the kid to get compensated. Y'all already know. I'm meeting with a kid next week just to give him a navigation a blueprint, a navigation, a GPS on what to do with his collective, or his NIL money. I want these players to be straight, by all means. But you got to balance the fine line. Is he still going to want it like that when you give it to him in these collectives? When you just give him some when he didn't have to earn it? Yeah. I wish it was a way to measure your ability and what you bring to the table. Before. I wish. Jimmy just came in. But remind me, y'all, I'm going to come back to that topic. As a matter of fact, I'm going to put a note to myself. I'm going to come back to that topic. Put a footnote right there. Remind me, because I got Jimmy. I'm going to bring Jimmy on. Got to make sure I got everything right before I bring him on. What up, Jimbo? I was just giving him a little what I found out about the. A lot of people didn't know it was a difference between the NIL and the collective. It's two different things, and I was just sharing with him what you got going on, man. I get him tomorrow. What's up, Brandon Nicholson? Just came on. She just signed in. What's up, guy? What you got going on, man? I know you're fresh in from wait, from St. Louis, from down there. You probably hung out with Nelly and all of them folks down there. What's the name of that crew you used to be down there? Everybody used to like.
Lunatics.
Oh, yeah. St. Lunatics. That's it. Huh?
No, I ain't going on the other side of the bridge. I stayed on.
Not hood. No, not hood cred, Jim. Whoa. You didn't check in. Wait a minute. You didn't check in.
I wasn't even going over that. I wasn't even. The closest I got to that bridge was the Four Seasons. Right there by the casino. In the casino. That's close.
Oh, they got a casino there?
Yeah, they've been at a casino right there.
I ain't been to St. Louis in 100 years, man.
Yeah, they got a casino right there downtown, right there on the river. It's parked
Right.
on the river. Technically, kind of like how Shreveport do it. Park right there. But man, so much, boy, to catch up with you guys on, boy.
Yeah,
I
come
mean,
on.
it's a top 100 camp. We had a record number 17 players representing Texas
Hmm.
in attendance at that camp, um, which is a great thing. It's a testament to how talented this state is. A lot of times you could be in the eye of the storm, and some people can be uh, not smart enough to realize just that is a storm going on because you're in the eye. The eye is always calm. But I got a chance to watch all of the players, you know, which is not an easy task to do uh, during the camp. They played a lot of games, They had 10 teams. Every team played each other over a 3-day span. The fourth day was a shotgun tournament, which each game was one half. And I narrowed it down, looked at it. I kept people updated with the my part of my function with Nike at this particular camp is I shared it with you guys on a daily basis. What I was brought there to do, that is, uh, do some data entry and keep people up to date on the with the scoring totals game by game. They did not have box scores. They've never done that at this particular camp, and I think probably space has something to do with it, and the way that the court's set up because that means now it's a small area to get to get all those games going at the same time. So anyway, this works, and it helps this type of sheet when comprising those totals. It helps to keep things honest, and that's one of the most common things that I've been told uh, this year and in 2019, the last year that we had, the most recent year we had the Elite 100, was in the past a person could go and just say John Doe is killing up here. John Doe ain't John Doe is man, he can't be stopped up here. And now, if you got these point totals and they're visible for everybody, then it helps for some people to be able to watch what they're saying. Watch how you marketing and advertising and pledging your allegiance to a lot of these kids, which so many people have grown to do across the country, and it lets people know, okay, you got work to do. And the point totals also have like anything. Don't get it twisted. They can be misleading, meaning that a person that doesn't have to score a lot of points to play well in a camp like this. And that's the thing. If now take that and I go backwards to like Pango's camp. We look at a couple of kids we had at Pango's from Texas that didn't score a lot of points, but then may have had a good game. But then here's where the line is drawn, especially from me. And I say this again. When I approach elite camps, invite only camps for us individuals, that means somebody deemed you good enough to invite you there in the first place. Everybody didn't get an invite to Memphis camp, elite camp. They had to deem that you were possibly good enough to even extend that invite. Well, if that be the case, then once you get there, listen to me really carefully, folks. If you get to an elite camp, you already have been deemed good. Eventually, they will be trying to evaluate and see if your good is good enough. However, if you come to that camp and people at the end of the day, people are going to ask people all the time, how's so-and-so doing? How's little Johnny doing? How's Junebug doing? And if your response is, oh, he's doing good, that's like you making a C on your report card in a Vanguard class or a major works class. You good for somebody that we already know is good ain't good enough. Once you guys can help to install that into the souls of these young people. And guess what? It's not the end of the world. And it's too many of these people thinking these kids are going to believe that they failed everybody if they don't do good enough on this particular weekend or that particular weekend. Guess what? You're gonna take L's in this game. And we go and we make them think like, well, because you've made them believe that they're the best thing since sliced bread. Well, when the bread don't cut, now the kid feel like he's a failure or he failed you. No, get back in the lab and got more work to do. That's the thing. Trust me, these kids at this particular camp were in the ninth and going. They were recently in the ninth and 10th grade. Well, think of it like this. I promise you, not many people in the country will remember what any of these kids did or will be citing it what they did 2 years from now. It won't even matter. They've been playing so much basketball, they will not be judged off what they did or didn't do here. And it's more basketballs to bounce. And that's the thing about it. We want to everybody to understand that. And so if I'm me, it's okay. You want to know people how is so and so doing? How is so and so doing? Okay, guess what? Don't ask me if you don't want to know my opinion. Ask somebody you think gonna just tell you what you want to hear. I grade hard. I tell people that all the time. I don't take my class if you don't want my grade. I grade hard. If your ass make a 69, you getting a 69 in my class. And that's the thing. I just so the sensitivity around the country is just so widespread. And you know what? I can applaud the parents of the NBPA. I mean, of the elite Nike Elite 100 camp. How this was the most parents to ever attend this camp. The most parents ever. And I don't know
But
what the
didn't
reason
they
could have
open
been.
it up a little bit more? Because usually parents couldn't do certain things when they. So y'all open it up a little bit more, didn't you?
Oh, no, I'm talking about the parents, the bodies in attendance. Not they open it. No, parents only can come once a day, and that's in the evening when the game start.
Okay.
Until Saturday, they have a reception of a meet and greet on the Saturday. Well, hell, they've been there since Wednesday.
So why would you think more parents would come now?
Man,
If
I'm
they
still
did.
feeling. It's not one thing. I asked a couple of people around what do they think. I thought, at first I've had answers that range as far across the board as well. Social media, more parents now are involved, to all the way to some people might have thought they can get a chance to see LeBron and Carmelo because they knew their sons was going to be there. I mean, I don't know, no
Yeah,
set answer,
I forgot about that.
but that probably have something to do with it. But it was a lot of parents, which is good because those parents had the opportunity to get educated and get some good score therapy. It's not quick shot stuff. And they get you to see their babies and get you to see other kids. They get the more parents mean more parents can communicate with each other. They can dialogue with each other. And that's what I tell people. The worst thing in the world to college recruiters is an uninformed parent. A collection of informed parents, then you are detrimental. You are a threat because that means you know. Um, So I put out a list of out of them 17 kids from Texas. I put out a list of my Hicks top six, and I posted those in the VIP news this morning on rcssports.com. So I took the six that to me, not six high scores, but the six who were impressive, meaning their energy level. They fought through adversity. It may have had a bad game, but bounced back, and for the most part, they were productive. In other words, other people, not just me, they also remembered these numbers or names when the camp was at a conclusion. I also listed 12 my 12 top performers from the Elite 100 camp. Check all that out in rcssports.com. It was one thing out that was funny to me when the camp first started. They took the measurements, and I give a shout out to old Ronnie Flores over in California. Ronnie Flores is one of the administrators with the Ball is Life, and he does all the high school team rankings. And he held one of the media outlets accountable from putting out false information. And I'm an advocate. I love it when we can hold each other accountable in a positive manner. Let people know, hey, yo, you said this. And this forgot which outlet it was. He had listed Bryce James at 6'6",
And he's
and
6'2".
and they measured them without shoes, but still, it ain't like he wearing Herman the Monster
That's a
shoes.
long way, Jim.
He and this kid was 6'2"
Yeah,
at the camp.
yeah.
Let me tell you something. It wouldn't matter if LeBron James' son was 5'3". Why do you feel the need to fabricate his height? A lot of people fabricate the heights to get to induce more colleges, and it's more commonly from you will hear 6'6" be called 6'8", or 5'10" be called 6 foot.
Mm-hmm.
Those are the two most common ranges of fabrication. So for putting 6'2" at 6'6" don't even move the needle. It don't. You already tall enough to be a Division 1, to fit that threshold. Like at the amusement park, you tall enough to get on this ride. But I shout out to Ronnie for doing so. See, Paul Miranda is up in the house, and we're gonna get you guys to share the show right now. If you haven't shared the show yet, please take out the time to share the show. Um, Other news, of course, give a shout out to University of Houston. Uh, they held their camp out of you was on location for that particular camp this past weekend, and that thing I was there last year, and it was always a highly anticipated experience for a lot of people. A lot of basketball they being played, and those coaches and that staff they get out and evaluate everybody from the head coach all the way to the videographer is out there watching these prospects. And I try to tell you guys how to prep and your mindset for these types of camps, and these are interviews. If you went to this camp and you did not understand something and you participated in this camp, if you feel that you did well or better than good, and a University of Houston coach was in that building, in that court, aside of that court, during your particular game that you felt was above average, if you played the next game and there were not more coaches there from that staff watching you, or that same coach wasn't there again, then that means your good wasn't good enough in all likelihood.
Hmm.
Unless you've already received an offer from University of Houston, and it's like, okay, we got this one covered. And if that's the case, they're trying to close a deal. If the head coach was there watching you, remind you, some of y'all aren't naive. If you have the star player on your team and the coaches are coming to watch that star player primarily, they get to see you indirectly. If you're playing against that team, doggone well that coach is there primarily for this kid or that kid there. but they get the chance to watch you indirectly. That's your chance to dance. And even if you do well, then they may put you on the list and they may come watch you again at your high school, at the high school event next weekend. Or they might come and watch you in July. But if they don't, then believe me, whatever you did that particular weekend, it wasn't good enough for that particular staff right now. That's the thing that I like. I want people to know that. And
Man, Paul Miranda ain't said nothing. Don't even look down there.
I'm looking at Corey Henderson. Shout out to
Oh, Freight just got on. So he just
what's
got on
Corey?
and said, Jimmy, you gave him a 59.
Shout out to Corey. I'm trying to think of Corey's brother. Used to be with the Houston Swoosh back in the day.
Chuck.
Chuck Henderson. Happy birthday, Chuck Henderson out there. Chuck was a pioneer back in the days, almost 20 years ago with the Houston Swoosh.
Mm-hmm.
Bring that program up because one of the star players from that Houston Swoosh was DeAndre Jordan. DeAndre Jordan finally got him a ring in the NBA last night. And with the Houston Swoosh, DeAndre played on that program. Byron Smith, the head coach for Texas A&M, Prairie View right now, was the head coach of the Houston Swoosh. Peter Curry, who's one of the power brokers with the Aggies alumni, he founded and funded that particular team. Remember, I tell you guys all the time, y'all, some of you new boots, just all you know is 3D Empire. And some of you guys that came around 10 years ago might have caught the Texas Assault. That was what's the kid name from the Boston Celtics? Marcus Smart. These guys were not a non-sneaker team, yet they won the entire Las Vegas back-to-back years. That Texas Assault team did. And you go back to 2000, those early years, Houston Swoosh was a team. They probably was, without question, one of the top 3 grassroots teams in modern day history of Texas basketball. For its potency, top 3 follow me through, that among the category that did not have a single high major signee. Most of those other teams had one player that was, like you think about 3D Empire, they had Anthony Black. You know what I'm saying? So they had a team full of mid majors, low to mids. The point guard went to a D3 school, a D2 school in Atlanta. I think it was called Emory, where he became the all-time leading assist giver at that school. And then later became a head college coach, which he's still coaching. I forgot where the young fella. Well, that's the Houston Heat. I'm talking about that team that I'm just telling you about now. All the mid-level teams, in case you might ask. Those teams, man, we've had this state. I had to chime in, correct one of the guys on the East Coast on social media this weekend. If we don't, when you get some facts, go and look some of this stuff up, do your homework, but then arm yourself with enough intelligence to not let people say goofy stuff or stuff that's not true. And our state will be a better place. Guys like, well, man, they got all these teams and EYBL in a 7-mile radius. Yeah, 7-mile radius. Yeah, because y'all build up. If New York had the land that Texas have, guess what? Everybody be spread out. It builds up. It's not like the concentrate. They live upward. Men living upward. At the same time, I would not, and I tell people how it all the time. Pick your state, pick your year after year. After you take all the sneaker teams away, put all the sneaker teams to the side, and you was to get the 10 next best independent teams in Texas, we would kick any state's ass in the majority of those games. You played a match play year after year. That's how much talent is in the state. Think about it. It's a numbers game. Most states, most of your big states have 4 sneaker teams, 4 to 6. I'm talking about all sneaker lines. Most of your states, you take your Georgias, your Illinois, your California, your DMV, your New York, New Jersey area, your Florida. Maybe
speaking of DeAndre Jordan, I did have this I wanted to show y'all. Them bench riders get a ring too, Jimmy. Bench riders get a ring too.
Hey, they put him in the game yesterday. He was productive.
Jimmy, I didn't want to. Hey, Jimmy, I didn't gonna tell y'all no lie. I didn't watch but the last few minutes of that. That game was. I turned that game off. That was the worst finals game I've ever seen in a long time. Sloppy, messy, slop. I mean, they just shit. I had more fun watching these high school players play this weekend. You know how I think about them ball beaters. Jimmy, I wish you was. Boy, Jimmy, we had a ball. I got to ask you, we had a ball beater factory at U of H camp. Jimmy, one of them little boys, Jimmy, you might have to resuscitate some of them balls out there. They had a team, I'm going to text you too. I'm going to text you one of them now. Jimmy, these kids is in love with patting this basketball, Jimmy. I'm glad you wasn't here. I'm glad you wasn't here, boy. See, you don't grade ball beaters as bad as I. If you dribble that thing too much, I'm gonna walk out the gym on you. But man, it was ball beater. And I think Corey Henderson probably sent one of them damn ball beaters down here from Dallas. So it was a ball beater from Houston and a ball beater from Dallas. I mean, Jimmy, I said, man, I promise you, Jimmy, it was so bad. I usually be quiet, Jimmy. I said, pass the ball. I mean, it just came out. I said, please pass the ball. They didn't hear me, but it was some little bitty boys in front of me, right? Some little youngsters right in front of me. And get what the little youngsters said. We were just thinking the same thing, sir. The little bitty boys knew them boys was dribbling too much. They said, God. I said, how many dribbles you supposed to? I asked him. Get what he said. Our coach tell us 3. I said, that's all you need. If you can't do it in 3, get up off it. And so yeah, Jimmy, it was. I'm telling you though. But Jimmy, your boys got a raise today. Your homeboys over there.
Yeah.
They got raised up at the gym. Yeah.
Yeah, University of Houston.
I talked about it a little bit. I gave them the whole rundown, but you can just give them your.
That's a good thing. They just got some clarification in addition to a pay raise. They got clarification on their futures rather than leaving it vague. They got more specified, detailed language. That way, people can't get confused if they change administrators or the administration. They can't get confused as to what it might supposed to be.
Hello.
That's what this was.
Yes. Jimmy, it was a contract upgrade. That's what they called it. An upgrade.
Yeah. And so,
you mess around. Oh, look, Jimmy, this is what I like. You mess around, and if Coach Kellen Sampson ain't the coach by a certain time, and his daddy ain't there, in other words, y'all, if daddy ain't there, and he ain't the coach, somebody owe me $2 million.
Yeah.
Somebody, like Shaq said in the big, somebody owes me $100. Somebody owes me $2 million. I said, oh, I like that.
That's exactly. So shout out to them, man, and staff, and going into the Big 12. That way now Kevin Sampson becomes the 8th highest paid college coach in the country on the men's side. And which is, guess what? He's done. He's moved the needle. He's officially moved the needle. Now, mind you, mind you, this movie is still in progress. For the University of Houston, Guy V. Lewis has long been revered as the best men's basketball coach the school has ever had.
And
He went
still
to.
ain't made, and still ain't in the Hall of Fame.
I thought they put him in there when he died.
I don't think so.
Check it out. I thought
Man.
they loosened up when he passed, but you might be right. I know it was a big push,
Mhm.
but Guy V. Lewis, Kevin Sampson. I mean, Guy V. Lewis made it to the Final Four a couple of times,
Kevin made it forward
and Kevin
here in Houston. Forward.
Final
No,
Four.
no, the Sweet 16 4 years in a row.
Yeah, he made
Sweet 16 4 years in a row. I'm sorry.
Once again, this movie is still in progress,
Mm-hmm.
so and this situation is going to be a bitter pill for a lot of people to swallow. But going into the Big 12, they can win in this Big 12. Man, you guys will understand why it was oh so long that people from University of Texas, they were the primary adversaries that for so long that they fought against University of Houston coming into the Big 12. They fought hard against that. Now, they did not want that to happen at all. And reason understand, because it would mess up it would hurt their recruitment of this area, of this city. So now University of Houston, think about it, going to the Big 12, they're working out a deal with Kansas to play games in Mexico with the Hispanic and the population, the Mexican population in Greater Houston. That is huge, not just for basketball, but it's huge for other sports. It's going to be huge for baseball. It's going to be huge for soccer. That is humongous in regards to that. Also,
what I love about Kellen Sampson, he said he has an option to hire his dad on the staff if he becomes the head coach, right? I told him for 5 years. But Kellen said, he said, yeah, I got an option to keep my dad. He said he better act right though. This is Kevin. He said, because I remind him the way the language is written, I have the opportunity to hire him. I'm going to keep evaluating him right now and see what kind of value I think I can get out of it. He was just talking about his dad, man. That was I think that was a good back and forth. That was a good job in negotiating, Jimmy. That's I ain't gonna tell you no lie. That's I like that. But they stole the page out of my playbook for that one. I like that.
Yeah, that. And so what else we got? Man, so much stuff. You got man, so much recruiting stuff. Some also, man, University of Texas.
What about?
Got eliminated in the super regional.
Oh my God! By 1 point.
And
a young fella threw that dude out at third. Dylan
Campbell.
Dylan Campbell. Oh my goodness.
Yeah, his dad was my roommate, suite mate in college.
Yeah, but his dad played. You didn't play, so we don't call it like you.
I mean, I was on the team.
I know, but I bet you was over there. What was you doing? Did you shine his bat for him every now and then?
No. I was the team hustler.
Hey, you better be glad I can't find that swing. I can't find that swing.
Every team has a hustler.
Not every team.
A thug.
Not every gangster. Team. Not every team.
Not every team has one or the other. You can fit them in a.
No, not every team. It's just y'all team got one. Every team ain't got that. All of that.
Every team has a guy that has the tendencies or the capabilities to go and either Either he gonna pack some heat, to want to go and start the fight, stop the fight, to go and know how to play some good dominoes, or know how to get his gamble on.
I'm gonna leave this conversation alone.
Every team has one of them. Now they call them weed smokers. That's the because it's so legal across the country. They say, well, all the good teams got at least 1 or 2 weed smokers. But hell, now they flip probably 6 to 8 of them. So, but yeah, DCs, that's what we called them in college, from Abbeville, Louisiana.
Did y'all win anything, Jim?
It was all right.
Did y'all win? Did y'all win? Y'all didn't win no sway. Did y'all win?
Southern was the powerhouse.
Southern was good then.
Southern and Grambling were the 2 powerhouses back then in the swag. Those were D2.
What stopped y'all from being powerhouse? All that extracurricular shit stuff you talking about? All that other stuff you talking about? That what stopped y'all?
No, but it wasn't many on that team that did it. It was the basketball team that was my.
Who was there when you played basketball?
A lot of guys in Mississippi.
Oh yeah, coach. Yeah. That's right.
I say no name. I just did. A lot of guys in Mississippi.
Okay, that's all you had to do. Coach. That's all Coach recruited was Mississippi dude. He was a Mississippi dude.
Yeah. Definitely.
That man talking about Southern still good. Why did you mention Southern, man? You know he was gonna say something.
I mean, they had Cato was the head coach at Southern University back then, Coach Cato, but they were good.
Who the thug on U of H team?
Who the what?
Who the thug on U? Excuse me. I don't like using that word. Who the goon on U of H team?
On their team.
Outside look. I'm talking about the team last year. Since every team got one.
Every team has a guy that has those. If I say who would be the dice shooter on that team? Tremont Mark.
Oh, okay. That's a good one.
And
on TSU team, we had nothing but patron saints. All of those are good, upstanding dudes. We didn't have not one. All of those were great young men on TSU team. Yes. Jim, I rode the bus with him. I didn't see no crap shooting.
They all took stack of $1 bills on the trips, didn't they? They all. Well, you got. They all took. Yeah. Oh man.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
None of them. All of those guys were great, upstanding young men. All of them.
Hey.
Yeah.
Hey man. You guys
now the women's team the year before, I can't say what the hell. The women's team this year was a lot better than year before.
Did they end up winning the game? They won. So they had a chance to double. You know what, Coach? I hope that Coach downgraded her schedule. That way you can play some of them teams, get some of them wins. At the end of the day, people want wins, man. They want wins. I mean, for real.
She got to get some wins.
So she better go and play Wiley College. And
she got some dudes. I mean, she got some girls now. She got some girls. Stop it, Jim. She got some girls to come in there, man.
Say, so what you think?
What?
Today was Shannon Sharp's last day with the.
Somebody's tried to send me the stuff, but I don't like to watch it before. But somebody sent me some, and they say he was tearing up. I see it, but what did he say? What did he say?
He gave a good exit speech, and he thanked a lot of the people that was there for him, and then he lastly thanked Skip Bayless for giving him the opportunity.
Okay.
And whether people like it or not, Skip Bayless can always go and play that card if he want to say either two of your most famous black television sports.
I made him. Oh yes, absolutely.
I put their ass on the screen.
Yeah.
He can always. I'm just saying, he can remind you.
They could have flopped though. They could have flopped.
Yeah, but they didn't.
And so those guys are just talented. But I think they finna make a bad move on this next one. They talking about having LaShawn McCoy. I can't stand him
Well, that's going to be good for ESPN.
for ESPN.
Yeah,
Oh, him being terrible.
yeah.
Okay, but Shannon ain't going to ESPN.
No, but still, that means you still. I mean, you're not going to change the channel. It's like in the morning time.
Yeah.
They used to have Nick Wright them on in the mornings at Fox
Okay.
Sports.
I tape them now.
And then I would go back and forward between Get Up and them. Well, when Nick got the promotion and got moved to the afternoon, get to sleep late, and they brought this new cat up in there. Horrible.
Jim.
Horrible. I go watch the local news when I flip back and forth.
Jimmy, look what Chad Grove said. Skip don't want no parts of me. That's all I got to tell you. Skip. Hey, Jim, it's going to be some furniture moving around there. Jim, they going to buy me out in the first week. Jim, they're going to say, no, Robert, you can't say that to Skipper.
You know what? I believe that really and truly, a guy that would be good, would be great.
Who?
But he just doesn't. They probably don't have enough TV miles on his tires, and that's Chris Walker.
Yeah, Chris Walker would be great. He would be great. Yeah, he would be great. He wouldn't be controversial enough though. So Chris would be on there trying to be like, hey, you know how you said when you go into a room, if it was a drunk and there's a preacher in the room, one of them gonna come out. Chris gonna come out more like Skip. Chris gonna come out more like Skip.
He's an alcoholic.
Yeah, the person preach out alcohol. You said either two gonna come out, one gonna Chris gonna come out. It's gonna be two Skip Bailey. So we don't need Chris. Chris is saying, well, you know you're right, Chris. You know you're right, Skip. Yeah, Skip.
What you tell him? What you tell him?
He just texted me a minute ago talking about we good. Yeah, we good. You ain't finna come over here and extend this show for no 2 hours today. We'll get you tomorrow. You got to come on.
What time y'all went off yesterday?
Oh, I got off early today. Yep, yesterday. Yeah. I gave 20 more minutes. He kept, he Chris.
So Jeremy Davis has a question for you. You guys.
Jeremy Davis said, will you talk about Brittany Griner innocent in the airport? What you mean by innocent in the airport? The incident. Okay, incident. Come on, Jeremy. Jeremy, what the hell you writing on the thing? Incident. I don't know because they've been a little. They haven't been disclosing a lot of things. It's just a dude just approached her and was asking her questions about being exchanged for the war criminal. And that's all. I mean, that's gonna happen, man.
I mean, I don't. That story, I did not even open the door or pull the rug up to look under it. I don't. Other than what you just said is all I know.
Yes, all I know.
So what was supposed to be the big deal? The trigger. I don't know.
Because they haven't told nobody, Jimmy.
Oh, really?
They haven't talked about what happened. And the guy was supposed to release the video, but I don't think he didn't release it that day. So I don't know what happened. They call him a antagonist. He always a provocateur. So he always try to provoke people to say something so it can give him clicks on his thing. And Brittany didn't buy into it, whatever it was, and she didn't buy into it. But it was King Sticks talking about Stephen A. wanted. Let me tell you something. Stephen A. don't want no parts of Sanders Shop on this show. I'm telling you that right now.
Well, Stephen A. already addressed that.
He came out and addressed it too quick, Jimmy. That told me that he didn't want him on there.
One thing he did, he clarifies that
I got Shannon.
Not every these other guys. And I can believe that. He has and those other guys, he's not gonna move all those other guys out the way and then totally change his format now, which has became a variation because you know what happens? For everybody who don't like JJ Redick, they may like Kendrick Perkins. They may like the next person. So you may like what's his name? Doggy, Mad Dog. Mad Dog, their ratings spike upward whenever he's on there. He already had.
I can't stand him.
That's what I'm saying. So for every Mad Dog you don't like, you know what I'm saying? And every guy you might like Jay Williams, and so he has so many different guys from different corners of the room
Oh yeah,
that
he
join
worked that thing.
that thing, and it
Oh,
wasn't
he
about
worked that
the
thing, but he ain't got me watching. I don't really watch it too
time.
much no more.
So if Shannon was to come on there, that means Shannon would have to get his own show. Like a lot of those guys have their own or part of other shows, and they come and drop in with Stephen A. on First Take every now
But
and
I
then.
like Shannon. I really like that. He kind of my favorite guy. He's kind of my favorite guy. I just didn't
Well,
like him with Skip.
guess what? Guess what?
Mhm.
What season comes up next? That's what makes him hot right now.
Football, yeah,
That's his sport.
yeah,
You liked him in other sports.
yeah,
That's his sport.
yeah.
He's going to be on the air somewhere. Now the thing is, one thing that Shannon you can tell, whoever come now, they're going to have to pay now. The price done went up. That's going to be the thing.
Oh shit, hell yeah.
The price done went up.
Jimmy make a lot of money right now.
The price done went up.
Yeah.
The price done went up.
That's what Kevin Sampson told them people.
You know what I would like? We ain't got no choice. You know, this is like being from the other side of the fence. Fox probably should have went after Jamel Hill for Skip Bayless. That would have gave another controversial person that had a good following and the female fan base. Because they put Joy in there because Joy was up next. They gave her an interview to possibly be there. But Joy is just too. Joy is a backup singer. I know, but Joy.
Don't
you love something else about
you love nothing about Joy.
You love something else about Joy. You don't love
Joy. Yeah, I love
but
it.
Jamel Hill
sitting
opposite Skip Bayless would be very, very inviting.
Oh my God.
She's a smart young girl, man.
Brilliant.
She's smart.
But she didn't talk so. I know you just using it because she didn't talk so bad about Fox. They all know if they ever hired. Who is Big Lex? Somebody keeps saying Big Lex. Big Lex, who in the hell? Big Lex got her ass whooped the other night.
Is Big Lex the girl used to dance when Do the Right Thing came on? Ain't that the girl used to dance?
Nah, man, this girl young, man. Do the Right Thing came out in 1922, Jimmy.
No, said 22. Remember the girl used to dance Do the Right Thing on? She was
dancing? That's Rosie Perez. That's Rosie Perez, man. Yeah, that's Rosie Perez, man. Big Lex is a new girl.
They call her Big Les.
No, I'm talking about Big Lex, Lex. She got her ass whooped the other night at Florida Mayweather's fight. Jocelyn Hernandez had jacked her. I played it yesterday. You got to go back and see it yesterday. Monica McNutt. I love Monica.
Monica.
I don't want Monica to go over there though. Not mess with Skip. Jimmy, I don't want nobody. Let Skip do a show by his damn self. Let him bring in guests like Stephen A. did. Maybe he might go to Stephen A. route. But Jimmy, Jocelyn whooped this girl, Big Lex. But Big Lex I like Big Lex kind of fine too, though. Man, dude, he's young. I don't listen to rap and listen to rap. Then people tell me, yeah, it's looking good out here in the rap land. It's looking good. Ryan Clark is one of the best out there to me.
In football, I would.
No, Jimmy, I like him. I like how he even explained basketball. And I'm a basketball dude. And Ryan Clark is that dude. I can sit and listen to him talk all day. Him and Louis Riddick are two of my favorite people that I like listening to them talk. They know what the hell they talk about.
Nick Wright must have turned it. I need to call old Nick and see what happened with that. He must have turned it down because he would have to let his show go. That means if he would have took that gig. I'm reading some of the comments.
Yeah, I love me some Joy, y'all. It's joy to me. I'm like Teddy. Joy. Ryan Clark, Ryan Clark from the boot. Yeah, he is from Louisiana. But but I
LSU.
like it, man. If y'all don't never, I like the pivot. I just like Ryan Clark. It's just some, I don't like everybody, but him, I like him. Him and that Lewis Riddick. Because every time I listen to Lewis, no, I'm gonna tell you, Ryan Clark, Lewis Riddick, and I got a white, Tim Legler. As much as I think, Jimmy, whenever I'm studying for the season, like when I get ready to start the season with TSU, I always study Tim Legler. Tim Legler analyzes a game better than anybody that's in the business to me. So and I try to learn from the best. He's good. He's good. But that's good. We talking about other show hosts and we got a show. Ain't that something, Jimmy? That show you how confident we are. Man, talking about RC, Corey Henderson, frat brother. Man, I don't care. Y'all, cause he's a frat brother don't mean you know him. Jimmy, that's my frat brother. No, I'm not with that. I'm not. What else you got, man? You got something else to get us out here with?
What time is it?
We got. Hell no. I don't like Michael Wilborn.
Wilborn is good, but
I don't like him. Never liked him. No.
I don't know if
he ain't my cup of tea.
I don't know if he would have a tolerance for a skill. We have to be somebody that would be able to take the punch and still. Mike Wilborn is to say, man, you know what? To hell with this. I'm gone. I would think. Like I said, maybe, but that guy that they talking about, the football guy, their ratings are gonna go down.
Oh, Rashawn McCoy. Yeah. Every time I see him on T, I click. Hey, Joe. My sister-in-law said, hey, Bobby, how are you? Mr. Hicks, be safe. Told you to be safe. She called you Mr. Hicks. His name Jimmy, Joe. Call his ass no Mr. Hicks.
Hey, that Josephine.
Yeah.
Josephine. What's going on, Miss Josephine? Yeah. I'll be in Memphis. I'll be in Memphis next month, Miss Josephine.
Hey, Jimmy.
Boy. Hey, man, I got on the elevator at the hotel the other day. And, a couple guys on there with me, so I'm hey, how y'all, where y'all from? Memphis.
Oh,
looked up at it. He had them slippers on with them socks. I say Memphis. He started saying this. I said, man, y'all got to. I forgot his name. Y'all got to watch Chop Shop. Put it on your phone. Y'all got. Whenever we talk about Memphis, he said Memphis. I say,
hey, who was he there to see, Jim?
I didn't even ask him that part. Him and his wife, they was there. You know what? St. Louis, which I already know.
It's close to Memphis now.
Yeah, it's like 4 hours.
Yeah.
But the St. Louis Cardinals. Remember, there's nothing else to do except watch hockey.
That stadium, man.
They love the last place Cardinals. That's rightfully so. All that smack they talk about the Astros 3 years ago during this stuff. So, but they love those Cardinals. Sandra loves Albert
Pujols. Yeah, me too.
Right?
Me too. We still waiting on that ball to come down. He knocked out on Astro. We still waiting on that ball to come out the sky. Yeah. Still waiting on it.
They got that ball next to them 2 rings that Astros won. The World Series isn't the same.
I got this for you, Jimmy. This for you.
This Memphis. Nothing but Memphis. Everywhere we go, it's Memphis. Memphis, Tennessee, the beautiful land in the world. This Memphis.
Hey, and that's what I told the dude on the elevator. He said, he started saying it. I say, the beautiful land in the world.
He just missed the most, Jimmy. He got tongue-tied. Oh, if he said the most beautiful, you couldn't have said nothing. He just missed most. Miss one word, Jimmy. You love to miss up words, and you are mad. You mad at him. I can't believe that, man. You've been a hypocrite right now. You're being a hypocrite.
Milk.
What else, man? Wait, hold up. I had something else. Jimmy. Hey, Jimmy, how the hell you gonna get out of this? Robert Miller, is he officially invited?
Yeah, he's gonna get invited.
Okay, because
If you
I saw
haven't
somebody
seen it,
posted today.
it's okay. That's a no brainer.
Okay,
He
okay.
hadn't. You have to realize.
Mm-hmm.
It's funny how Robert Miller Sr.
Mm-hmm.
kids, gonna be kids. So, but that's what I'm saying.
Right.
Robert Miller Sr. the dad.
Mm-hmm.
T.J. Ford,
Mm-hmm.
Tim Ford, Pop Ford, and most importantly, the matriarchs in that Ford family,
Mm-hmm.
uh, Miss Mary and her daughter.
Mm-hmm.
They can see. The women can see a whole lot of stuff that men can't see in these gyms, and that is y'all. There's a lot of people that act like they down with y'all or down with Robert Miller that really ain't. I don't know if, well, maybe Xavier Wheeler, he got a lot of pushback when he got his invite to Top 100 camp. But I don't know if there's been more pushback or negative opinions expressed about a young man possibly getting in the camp than Robert Miller. And that disturbs me because I see a lot of these jokers standing right there and they standing in unison or like they're allies, like they down with them, but then they'll come sneak right back and tell, send messages or let express their opinions that saying that he ain't good enough or he shouldn't get no invite. And these are people that ain't even on the committee. But then John just goes through the motion. John Lucas that is, he'll just talk to everybody, and he just really wants to pick some of y'all brains just to see what side of the fence some of y'all on. Y'all don't realize, man, he really is a professional at the game. At what he do. He's a pro. You he's a pro at what he do. So why do y'all think when y'all just giving him your thoughts that it's gonna move the needle? John gonna do whatever John want to do anyway.
Hmm.
John gonna respect people on that committee because he placed them on the committee. At the end of the day,
Mm-hmm.
he gonna make a lot of y'all feel like y'all damn near on the committee, and y'all trust me. He comes back and tell one of all of us damn near everything that most of y'all say.
I love it.
And that makes us pros at what we do because I can look some of y'all in the face and I know what y'all done said. I just hope it's a time to let you know that I know. It might be later on in life when the time permits itself.
Yeah. It ain't important right now. Jimmy, I got a quick question. You said something, I don't want to get too far with me. So you saying Xavier Wheeler, you got some kickback, but you getting kickback from a 6'10" guy that can do this stuff with a basketball that this boy can do, and you getting kicked. You getting where is this? What are they looking at, Jimmy?
I guess my question, I mean, everybody got different things that they looking at, but
Somebody tell me he's soft. I said soft.
Here's the thing. Remember, okay, let's go back a couple of years. Remember we had the young man that's at U of H right now, JVL Francis.
Mm-hmm.
Remember? I used to say his name, chop his name up all the time on the Chop Shop. And then he moved away to Montverde and came on assignment with U of H. Remember, I'm gonna take you guys, for those of you who remember me saying his name multiple times on the Chop Shop. I always said to you guys, the marketing point for JVL Francis was defense only. Just don't even worry about the offense right now. It's going to come eventually. Even if it don't come, he could still make a living with his defensive tendencies. That was an evaluation that I gave you guys when this kid was in the 9th grade, in the 10th grade, then the 11th. Javier Francis, he doesn't have to, anybody can hit a layup. He can get an offensive rebound. And you fast forward to him at the U of H right now. You saw last season, when he came in the game, he changed the game with his what? Defense. Javier Francis can score 4 points and can have a great game.
Absolutely. And have a plus on the plus minus side.
So this is what you look at in people with marketing, whoever, once again, went and got a person to market Robert Miller the third. That means his dad must be the second, because I'm sorry, I said Robert Miller Sr.
Yeah.
I meant Robert Miller Jr.
Right.
But whoever got them to market Robert Miller third, I said it before. All you have to do is put it right there where the ghost can get it. That way now nobody can discount it. Listen, if I'm marketing Robert Miller III, I'm going to say this. He's the best shot blocker in Texas.
Yeah, in Texas. Yeah.
Or I'm going to say he's the best shot blocker in this entire region of the United States.
And, Jimmy, he keeps the ball in play.
See, so now you can talk about that for 5 minutes.
Mm-hmm.
Then when the person goes see him and he does manage to score 7, 8 points, they won't say why he ain't scored but only 7 points.
Yeah, okay.
Otherwise, when you measure him and you throw him in the middle of the pot with everybody else, they're measuring on both sides of the court.
Gotcha.
Some guys, think about it like this. There are some point guards out there that don't score a lot of points. Mm-hmm. And when we say, man, he can pass that ball, he can protect that ball, he ain't going to turn that ball over, he going to get everybody involved. I'm going to take him before I take that guy.
Of course.
Okay, well, if we can do that for point guards, then why don't more of you start, since you trust your eyes so much, and you know what you're looking at.
This is hilarious.
Why don't more of you guys be able to look at that young man and say, listen, it's the shot blocking capability is why I would take him and have him on my team. Absolutely. Now, meanwhile, as a bonus, I saw him one game when he had 1.5. You see, that's like, oh, really? You see, that ain't. But if you just say, if you go out first saying, man, Rob Miller hit 5 threes, 1.5, people are going to expect him to hit threes.
Yeah.
If you're saying, man, that boy hit the mid-range, hit the mid-range shots. Well, I'm expecting him hit mid-range shots. Find what the kid does the greatest, and that's what he can become recruited for his ability to do that.
Great point.
See, that's the part. A lot of you guys ain't never sold nothing. But you try to sell these kids and their abilities, and you ain't never sold nothing in your life.
Coach, you got to understand, Jimmy, I think it's more than that, Jimmy. When I'm talking to them people about this subject, talked to somebody the other day, guess what they said? Okay, I got to call you back. Because I asked him, I said, ain't you the same Negro who told me Quentin Grimes was soft and wasn't going to never be nice? He hung up the phone on me, Jimmy, after that one. He didn't have no comeback, Jimmy. I said, you the same guy that told me that Quentin Grimes wasn't this and Quentin Grimes. Well, Kevin Sampson. I said, so Kevin Sampson made him tough. Okay. Well, guess what? Somebody can make Robert Miller then tough then. Jimmy, the man got off the phone with me. He won't talk. I ain't called me back today, so we ain't finished that conversation yet. But I know, but these people supposed to be people in this industry that some of y'all listen to. And all I do is ask Coach. See, y'all, one thing you're going to know about me. I'm going to ask you a question, and then I'm going to have a follow-up question. You're going to have to keep answering. You're going to have to keep answering that question for me. Because I'm going to always, because I just see some, like the other day I told a guy, well, I'm just with him. because he do this, that don't mean it's on me. I said, let me tell you something, homeboy. If I see your ass coming out of crack house, I'm gonna think you do crack. If you sitting there around I'm just so these people, man, and I didn't know it was this much until you said that just now, Jimmy. I thought it was just a few loudmouths out here trying to promote their guys over Robert Miller. I thought it was just a few loudmouths. But from what you telling me, it's a contingent out here even trying to convince the John Lucas. Man, evidently they don't know John that good, Jimmy. You ain't convincing John. When John Lucas told me this weekend, man, I got to go see Robert Miller. That made me think, okay, all right, Robert Miller gonna be in this thing, because John wouldn't have told me he going to see Robert Miller. I didn't think none of it, Jimmy. But I mean, it's just I'm sorry, I didn't want to hijack your thing, but I love how you said it. It was just somebody in this city trying to fight against this boy.
Yeah.
I just don't understand it, man. I'm sorry. Tell us about your young kids at the camp, Jim. Give me your young top key. Give me your kids at the camp. Yeah, let's end this with that. Give me your young kids that you saw your top six. I want to hear about your top six.
Top six, my Hicks top six.
Your Hicks six. Oh, all right. Your Hicks six. No, not the sticks. The Hicks six.
I just sold out of them things again. I got a new shipment coming in on Friday for the Hicks sticks. You guys make sure you get your orders in. Hey man, I tell y'all.
Man, give me my guys, man. Give me my guys, because we're gonna be all day.
These my Hicks six.
Okay.
And that was kid.
And give us a little. So, give us a little information about why you picked them. Keep going.
Well, one is we had Hudson Greer, right?
Okay.
And Hudson Greer is a young fella from out of Austin Lake Travis.
Okay.
And he did something that I had never saw anybody do at Elite 100 camp. And I've been my first year on the scout team at that camp was like 2000 and it used to be called Hoop Jamboree. And for those that don't know, you can Google Hoop Jamboree was the Elite 100 before it became renamed into Elite 100.
Okay.
But that was back in like 2007, 2008 when I first was there on the scout team. And
what did he do, man?
He scored 20 points 4 games in a row. That's not easy to do when you're playing fragmented moments of the game.
With other guys who think they're good too.
5 in, 5 out, then 5 in, then the other 1 or 2
Oh, they play 5 in, 5 out.
Well, that's just for teams that have 10. Some teams have 11.
Okay.
And back then they used to have 12.
Okay.
Well, no. Back then some teams would have 11. That's as far as they would go at this camp. So that means you got to adjust the rotation when that 11 guy come in, because now, but anyway, he scored 4 straight games.
20 points.
4 straight games with 20. I'm sorry. 5 straight games.
Wow.
5 straight games. Correction. Hudson Greer from Austin Lake Chat. He had 21, 21, 21, 21, and 23.
Jimmy, he shooting a lot of threes because them 21s.
He was playing blackjack on their ass. That's what he was doing. He was playing blackjack.
Yeah,
I mean, no, he was getting it different ways, man. It wasn't no one way he was getting it. He was
Is
getting
his
it
high school team good?
Lake Travis they're good.
I mean, did they make it to the state?
No, they didn't make it to the state in that region. No.
Okay.
They're good.
Okay.
And San Antonio Brennan is the measuring stick. Remember, they went to state in that particular region. But he would have been my number 1 player of the Texas group.
Okay.
I had Hudson on Saturday morning, right? He was matched up against a team that had Sebastian Henderson. I mean Sheldon Henderson, Sebastian Williams Adams, and Jaden Toombs, big fella from out of there.
Oh, they was on the same team?
On the same team.
Wow.
Right. So check this out. In that game in the first quarter, the big fella Jaden Toombs scored 8 points in the first quarter early. He was imposing himself in the wheel. So he was getting it in, little fella Hudson tried to guard him a couple of times.
Hudson, a little fella? How tall is Hudson?
No. Hudson got size. He's about 6'6".
Oh,
he got size.
Okay.
But I'm saying,
he ain't big as Toombs.
No, he ain't big as Toombs.
Okay.
Now, all I know is he wide as Toombs.
Okay.
Now, Sebastian took his turn, licked his chops, and got a couple of plays in early on it. Okay. After the first quarter, somewhere around toward the end of the first quarter, Hudson goes to the bench with what he later confirmed was an aggravated his right groin. Wow. So he went out. But before he went out,
he had 20?
No, he only had 2 that game. But it's his first quarter. But that 2 still counts towards his average. It wasn't that. Okay. It's that their team was getting the snot beat out of them.
Okay.
Even after the
Jimmy, you didn't tell me he was a white kid.
Yeah, Hudson Grill.
Oh, Austin, I should have thought. No, Austin Lake, I should have thought. Okay. Yeah, Austin was. I could. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Okay, keep going. Right. You know I looked him up.
So he goes, and Jaden Toombs, their team came in first place, tied for first, heading after the round robin of 9 games.
Okay.
And Jaden Toombs led his team in scoring. He was very consistent. He got better pretty much every game. So I rewarded Jaden Toombs as my best Texas guy.
Okay.
From the camp.
Oh, so you got him in order. Okay. I'm looking at
him in a ranking.
So tell me about Sebastian. What's Sebastian?
I like, and I had put Hudson at number 2. Just, like I said, he could have been number 1, but the car ran out of gas. It ain't his fault. Sebastian, I'm glad I got to see him alongside where he's on the team in a setting where you're playing against multiple high major players and you're on a team with at least 8 mid to high majors. Mm-hmm. Not to say his summer grassroots team is similar. They're not that deep. I watched Sebastian be able to create mismatches with guys that was his size and taller on a consistent basis. He would get that ball and blow right by their ass, and then get to that rim and invite that contact. He ain't got no problem getting bumped on the wrist, getting bumped in there, and finish through it.
Right.
At times.
Right.
That lets me know something about Sebastian that, what I'm saying, that I just hadn't paid attention to.
Okay.
I like what I saw from him. His mode was good. When I got, and let me tell you something, another thing. Little bitty things, you guys, let me tell y'all something that matter. On day one, I got Sebastian. I said, get all your players from Texas. That was on day 2. Say that morning, we're gonna get all the players from Texas, and we're gonna take a picture. You are my
point person,
my leader, my point on this. He said, "Okay, Mr. Hicks, I'm gonna get it." He went and lassoed all that he could find, get. Then kids would go and get other kids. Some of them I didn't recognize by face.
Right.
So he went and got all those guys, and we within maybe 4 minutes, everybody was assembled to take that photo. It was right before lunch on one of the days. So I that lets me know that you have a good amount of influence as a young man, because had they not respected him, they would have been like, "Oh man, I'm talking right now. I'm busy right now. I'll be there in a minute." They came when he said, "Come." I watched that quantity in young players. And so this ain't gonna do you. Balling is balling, but there's things off the court. I can guarantee you, many college coaches are watching the Chop Shop right now.
Mm-hmm.
By them hearing me say that,
Mm-hmm.
now they can look at him from a different set of eyes now.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, he has leadership skills,
There you go.
positive leadership skills. He didn't holler one time. It's like,
Mm-hmm.
he was pointing at them. They knew they come. I like that.
That
So
means
that's
he
what
been putting in work in the practices too, and they know who he is. But keep going.
Oh, in the workouts.
Yeah,
As well. In the
yeah.
in the
He been
drill.
putting in work in the work.
In the
Yeah,
drill.
he been
He
putting
was
it in.
bringing
Yeah,
it. It was a business trip for Sebastian
I like that.
Williams Adams.
I like
It's
that.
not easy for a kid to attain that level of productivity
Mm-hmm.
when your mama live in one state and your dad live in another state.
Mm.
And you have to keep, putting together. And they both were there
Mm-hmm.
in unison, supporting their baby. I like that as well.
Awesome.
That's family support. Jeremiah Green.
Okay.
Yeah, there's a kid from out of Denton Guy High School.
They keeps a dude.
Yeah, they keep some dudes up there. This young fella right here, he
How tall? How tall?
he about 6'2".
Okay.
About 6'2".
Mm-hmm.
Now, what I like about him is the fact that he got better as the camp went on.
Mm.
And on Sunday, he was great on Sunday. Sunday is the shotgun tournament. I said each game is one half.
Mm-hmm.
So that's why I didn't put any stats out about from those Sunday games because that can be misleading because so many kids didn't even play.
Right.
They cashed out with injuries, and that's a whole nother topic.
Right.
But this kid, the young fella, Jeremiah Green, was awesome on Sunday. I loved, and his team made it to the championship game. They was whooping his other team butt, and then another young man went to work, and they lost by 2. But it doesn't take away from the fact that Jeremiah put his fingerprints on this camp. Kid Trent Prairie, Lone Star High School.
What is Lone Star High School?
I think that's the Lone Star is the I think that's what Coleman was was affiliated with up in Dallas. I think they were called Lone Star. I think, or this something different. Some of your DFW people watching, is that the same school that Coleman is affiliated with, or this a public school?
Who is Coleman?
What's Coleman's first name, man? From out of Dallas, light skinned Coleman, who's on the grassroots scene and went and got one of the prior. I can't think his first name.
Okay, I don't know. So tell me about Kingston Flemings.
And Kingston Fleming is a young fella from San Antonio, right? And he Brennan High School. He's one of the very few players that was selected to camp that did not play with a Nike program. So Kingston came in there. He was on the team as most people, with some high level guards on that team, and I know Camelo's son was on that team. Keon was on his team, and another young cat. What's the young cat name? Malik Thomas. So they dominated most of the ball handling, and by Kingston, this being his first major camp like this, you don't really know how to approach it. So he he was a deer in the headlights at early on.
Okay.
And so somebody asked me, how did he play? I said, well, he played like a 10th grader. That means you played average. You played in these type of camps, you have to play like you're older. You have to grow. It's where you get older, you get more mature. So once he put it together, talking about Kingston Fleming, and been able to rely on his natural instincts, is basketball. He began to find a role on that team that made a lot of those guys happy. He was that guy that they relied on. He commanded. He turned himself into a floor leader. getting off that ball, throwing assists. Remember, they didn't keep assists. But had they did, he might have been one of the lead. He would have been one of the leaders in the camp in assists. He was. So then he started making plays every now and then. So I watched him go from naiveness to struggling to semi-dominating without scoring a lot. That's what Kingston did. He had many people saying, oh, I see why they talking about this kid in Texas. Once again, it's a reflection of the state of Texas. So those are my Htx and top players. You guys can go and check out my top 12 overall players is in www.rcssports.com is the website. Go into the VIP news, check that out. And but anyway, it is definitely time.
Yeah.
Yeah, Darius Coleman, that's his name. Thanks, Herb.
Okay.
Herb Baker. And Jaden Tomes, Jaden Tomes is, hey man, that's the name of the one. He goes at Dynamic Prep. Well, that's Jermaine O'Neal's.
Oh, he from Dallas too. Okay.
Program.
Okay.
And Lone Star is it's a public school, Adam. So Lone Star is
Frisco.
In Frisco. Okay. Oh, and he's just a 9th grader this past season. So this Trent Perry. Now remember, we had a 9th grader that was there, a rising sophomore that is, and that was Nas Price, whom you have saw from Seven Lakes High School. And on tomorrow, you guys want to know, I can tell you guys and share how Nas Price fared, as well as some other players whom did not mention that you might have heard. Remember, when people talk about these camps, these elite camps, and they say, well, so-and-so did good. That ain't bad. Good is average. You didn't come here just to do average. That's all. I want to give that disclaimer to you guys. But anyway, it's time. Slide on down Dino's back and yabba dabba do this thing on this terrific Tuesday. See you guys, of course, on tomorrow. But
Women Rock Wednesday tomorrow.
Yes, indeed, man. And so you guys be good, be safe.
And
Kevin Freeman, you go back and watch the show again. We talked about the Stanford and University of Texas baseball game. So we talked about that. So we'll see you guys on tomorrow. Peace, man. Share the show on your way out the door. Thank you guys for tuning to the Chop Shop.
We out.
And I froze up for a minute. And we up out of here. Peace.
Jim Hicks, Rob Hatter, you are now tuned in to the Chop Shop. I'm Retro, let's get it. We in the Chop Shop, we live in the Chop Shop. We talking sports talk, we live in the Chop Shop. We in the Chop Shop, I'm talking sports talk. So turn your dials up, it's live in the Chop Shop. We in the Chop Shop, we live.